Don't. Oh my god! Don't fiddle with your volume. That's just me whispering. I could already imagine you all trying to turn up the volume. Why can I not hear her? Hello, how do I pronounce that? Is that Teddy? Teddy? No, that's not Teddy, right? How do I pronounce it? Hey, hon, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome. How is everyone doing this glorious Saturday morning? I'm so sorry about that. I was just, I was still in my bubble because it's all still very quiet here. Yep. Okay, just, that's not helpful. Okay, so I'll just say Teddy. I'm sorry if it's wrong. Hi, Annika. Good morning. Good morning, Carla. So, the only thing that is actually making noise this morning is the incredible wind that we're having. And I don't know if you can still see it behind me in my second computer screen. There are moments where it's like flames in my screen. It's just the wind playing in the trees. Good morning, Eva. Oh, good, Teddy. I'm happy that I'm saying it correctly. Kathleen, I'm fine. I have a sore throat. I guess that's because I'm getting tired, but that's normal considering the circumstances. So we have a dear beloved one in hospital this week. So it's been a heavy week. It will all be all right at some point, but that point is not just right now. So I'm very tired, and then my throat is the first thing that signals, hey, you're tired, you're supposed to rest. Yes, I'm trying. I'm doing what I can. Okay, so how are we doing? Let's see. Okay, we're doing pretty fine. Hello, Ivana. Um, yeah, I think we can jump right in. I think it's a better thing to have the hangouts in the evening, though. Um, Eva, she's doing fine. She is day 4 now in intensive care. But she's doing fine. She's stable, so that's the most important thing. And now the whole recovery process can start. But they had to stabilize her first. So she did go up to her room for a couple of hours, and then they realized it was not okay. So they sent her back to intensive care. But she's doing fine. So as I was saying, I think it's better to do it in the evening. I think that next time we're doing this again in the evening. But the reason we are not doing it today in the evening is that because tonight, well, for us tonight, I have a Patreon live journal with me. I'll talk about that more at the end. To remind my patrons that we have a date tonight, like so often in the weekends. Okay, I'm going to start to give the shout outs, and this week shout out, the first one goes to Jacinta Costello. Jacinta, when you're watching this, I wanted to tell you that I see you. I see that you've been struggling this week. I know that you wanted to give up. Don't forget that you promised yourself that you would have God, my mouth is not cooperating. You promised yourself when you started this challenge that you would have fun. So go back to that and continue to have fun. And don't worry about making pretty stuff. Worry about having fun. That's what you should be worrying about. If that's something you can say, worry about having fun. Don't beat yourself up for not having fun, but remind yourself that that is why you started this. So that is how it should feel. And if it doesn't, scream plot twist, try it in another way, and then come back at it. And I'm sure that you'll find the way to make it work for you. The second shout out goes to Sharon Casados. Sharon has been one of my very, very long time patrons. And all of a sudden, this week, she started layering. Sharon? Yes! Keep on doing that. Seriously. And please keep on being a patron, because I wouldn't want to miss you. Hello, Gerda. Yeah, Sharon has been on board since, I don't think it was the very, very, very beginning, but it was very, very soon in the beginning. Or was it the very beginning? I'm starting to wonder if she wasn't one of my very first patrons, actually. Sharon, if that's the case, I sincerely apologize, but I do know that you were on board since over a year. Thank you. Week 32 of the A Layer a Day challenge, and this challenge will be running from today, August 10th, 2019, in case you're watching this in 2025, until August 17th. And this month it's all about speeches, like I said last week. Last week we started with talking to ourselves as a child. We wrote ourselves a little letter when we were a child, and Gerda, I'm very happy that you did jump aboard. This week, well, we're continuing on our timeline, and we are going to write a letter to ourselves. And this time it's called Note to Self. Now, before we jump in, Note to Self very often has a sarcastic feel to it. That is not what we're going to do. We're going to talk to yourself like to someone we love. Right? I know that can be hard. I can insult myself all day long. Every time I do something stupid, I have to call myself stupid. That is not what we're going to do this week. We're going to talk to ourselves like to someone we love. So I was going to say, okay, note to self, but seriously, although we're not a very serious bunch of art channelers, we're going to try to take that in a light, bit more serious way than the sarcastic sentence it usually is. So we're going to try to give ourselves some confirmation about the thing that we do need confirmation about, acknowledging ourselves, giving ourselves some love. And it doesn't need to sound vain. I mean, if you literally in your art channel want to write to yourself, I love you, it is your art channel, it is your secret garden, it has nothing to do with vanity, so by all means, go ahead. The things that you can consider, however, is that you can start your sentence with I will or I won't, which is a big difference, because the first thing is something that you want to start, as the second thing is something you want to stop. So if that is how you want to write your note to yourself, that is something to keep in mind, because you want to encourage yourself to get to those things, even if it starts with a very stern I will or I won't. Okay. It might be things that you want to let go of. It might be things that you want to be grateful for, that you are proud of. It might be the little tiny things that you love about yourself. Dear nose, I love you. By all means, if that is what it takes, That is what needs to go in your art journal. Did I mention that my mouth is not cooperating yet? It might at some point, it might. And as per usual, I think it's a very good thing to put this in our journal because it means that we will be focusing on it for a full week, and it takes 21 days to set a new habit. 7 days, we've already done 1/3 of the way, so maybe it's something that we can prolong and keep on going afterwards. Yes, Kathleen, you can do this. I mean, by all means, you can do this. If you need to, imagine me being in your head, giving you your note to self. I think that will help, right? Because I will do it with a lot of love. And I mean it. Now, I can hear you, especially people like, for example, Jacinta. Hello, Lee. Well, when I saw that you were going to join us, it was like, does she realize what time it will be at her place when this will be on? Thanks for joining us. So, Jacinta, you're probably wondering, and all more beginner art journalists, rookie art journalists are probably wondering, how the heck do I even start putting that in my journal? I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you how to put it in your journal because it is your story. I cannot put my words in your mouth for you to tell your story. You have to use your own words, otherwise it will be my story and not yours. But what you do need to remember is that it's all about feelings. So you will feel what it is you need to put on paper and how those things need to go on paper. And who cares if it turns out a complete mess and a complete ruined page? Like Donna Downey says, it's just a page in a book. Flip it over, start over if you have to. It's your journal. Don't show it if you don't feel like showing it, but put down a later date. That's the important part of the thing. So feel, and then put that on paper. If that feeling tells you to put a completely full-grown rose on paper because you want to acknowledge the growth you've been through, put that on paper, no matter how you put it on paper, be it finger painting or an image, but if I tell you put a rose button on the paper while you feel like celebrating that growth that you've already been through, well, we're talking about something different. So that is why you have to go with your feeling, your guts, and put that on paper. Now, if you need some help with how to art journal, there's a lot of video on YouTube, and preferably my videos if you could watch those first. And they will already give you so many ideas of what kind of layers you could put down. Does that make sense? Let's check in if it does. Looking for it and starting up again. All visitors gone. Good, Eva. Good that you can start again. Kathleen, yes! Duh! Oh, Trish, you're reassuring me. Eva's already thinking, okay, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see where this goes. I loved the spread about you talking to yourself as a child. I thought it was all amazing and wonderful. I know that I've not been commenting a lot. Like I said, spend a lot of time with my dad at the hospital. It's not my dad who's in hospital, but I was there to support him. So I haven't been commenting a lot, but I have been looking. Always looking. I already put down my first layer of this spread, and I'm going to surprise you for those who know my style of art journaling. So I wanted to start with rust, but not just rust. So I started with a goldy rust that is more gold than rust. I never do gold. I did gold. Those who know me know that that is not me. But apparently that is what I had to tell myself, that I feel like gold. I'll get there. One day I'll get there. So that is why I cannot tell you how to put down your layers. But that's my first layer. I'll post the photo later on today, of course. There is one question that I would like to answer that came up last week. I forgot to note down the name of the person who asked the question. And the question was, how do you clean your stencils? I'm a quite lazy person. I was like, talk to yourself like to someone you love. I'm a quite lazy person. If I can stay there sitting without having to get up to clean them, that's how I will do it. So I just clean my stencil using a baby wipe and a piece of kitchen roll, and then wipe it off that way. I very rarely hold them in the sink with soap and hold the thing. I know artists who do it. I don't, because if I can stay there, that's how I'll clean it. I do not clean my stamps that way. If you ever did the big Tim Holtz Chemistry 101 course, in the very beginning he started by explaining why it is so bad to clean your stamps with baby wipes, and ever since I have never put a baby wipe to my stamps again unless I really have to, because I need to use an ink that will reactivate all the stuff that's already on my stamp. So other than that, to clean my stamps, it's just a piece of cloth or kitchen roll, and that's it. I do not use all those cleaning product stuff because I believe that in the long term it only ruins my stamps, especially considering how much I use them. Talking about stamps, my 5 new sets are designed. They're in. They're going to start manufacturing. Are you excited yet? Can you see how excited I am? I am excited. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, but back to business. So tonight, I have a live journal with me with my 5+ patrons. And that means that all those who pledged $5 per month, that is per month, not per day, not per post, not per whatever, per month, have a, I always say it's a 1 hour live journal with me. It always is at least an hour and a half, 2 hours. I think like last week we did almost 2 hours and 15 minutes. But you guys, you stayed on because we were having fun. So tonight I have a live journal with me. If you are considering, you can still join in. You can still become a patron today, and then you will have access to the live journal with me tonight and see what it's all about. Apparently my patrons who are on today are looking forward to it. Thank you. The 30+ live feedback, so the patrons who pledged more than $30 per month have a once a month live feedback about their art journaling, is not going to happen today because they're all on holiday. Have fun, you guys! And then the last thing I have to tell you is that for the next 3 weeks, I don't think there will be a live prompt. There will be a video prompt. You will have your challenge. Don't you worry about that. But as I am not sure that I will be able to be live on time, on the date and time we set, I'd rather have the video filmed and then have it go up automatically so that you can watch it whenever you're ready for it, and so that you don't have to sit in front of your screen waiting for me to come live because I'm somewhere in the middle of nowhere where I cannot get a connection good enough to go live. So those 3 next weeks might be, I'll be on the road. Let's catch up on comments. Is it recorded? Trish, no, it is live, just like we're doing now, but instead of talking to you, I am journaling, and you can journal with me, or you can just watch and chat. You can chat with me just like we're doing now, but I am art journaling live like we're doing now, except that now that I'm talking. Yeah, Trish, that's the downside of it. It's impossible hours for you. I hear that. Annika is looking forward to the fun of tonight. I will still be there for you, Kathleen. I would never abandon you. I mean, the challenges will keep on going, but I'm not sure that I will be able to make it live. I use water and a piece of cloth because Gerda too did the Tim Holtz course, Chemistry 101. She did the 101, 102, 103. I stopped after 101. I think there was a lot of good information, but not enough for me to continue with the course. I mean, I think you understand what I mean. Oh, I don't need to explain myself for this. Okay, well, that's all I had for you today. 21 minutes. I think we did well. I think it's time to get going with our day. If you're on my side of the globe, if you're on the Australian side, it's getting close to evening for you. So I wish you a very good night's rest. If you're in the States, you're probably sleeping right now. So good day to you when you start watching this. I'll see you on the Facebook group if you want to start layering and you're not a member of our Facebook group yet. I'll put the link to the group in the description of this video. Please do answer the question. It makes it so much easier for us to let you into the group. If you want to check out my Patreon, the link is my Patreon page. The link is in the description of this video as well. See you on the Facebook group. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. See you later, everyone. Don't forget to layer it this week. Butterfly kisses. Bye-bye. Now, to find the button to shut down the live. Bye.